Ironman usually called the ultimate test of endurance. Is it really so tough?
A segment of Ironman where maximum people would fail. There are people who have died also.
Do you think Ironman requires a coach for sure? And what was it in your case?
I personally say that coach nahi to kuch nahi.
What do you have to observe before getting into the sea?
You would feel, yes, I can do it. It is easy. He's also doing, I can also do it, right? But the moment you enter inside, the waves will pull you inside, and suddenly you will realize that your foot is not on the floor. And that for me is a moment of panic.
You don't get scared in the night.
Yeah, it was scary. It was very, very scary, and we do practice for that also. So when our team captain Vishali went for the swimming, it was pitch dark, and she has to start from the shore. If you want to do an English channel, you might have to apply now, and the slots will be available after 2 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How to train the mind, how to make it strong.
Ironman or any endurance event starts from here only, from your mind. Okay, if your mind thinks that yes you can do it, your body will help you to do it. So I went to the doctor, and doctor straight away said, yes, you have cancer. It's a stage 2 cancer in your tongue. It needs to be treated. It needs to be removed, and you have to be under surgeries. You have to be under chemo. You have to be under radiation. And I was like, what are you saying? Enduring the pain which I had during the time of cancer, right? That has kind of shaped me to understand that whatever pain or difficulties you're having at this point of time would not be there after some time.
It always seems impossible until it is done. The minute you hear possible, impossible, tell me one thing, what is rushing in front of your mind? It could be you losing that extra body fat in your body, or it could be you buying a house, it could be probably chasing a milestone that is probably seems impossible as on today. The definition is very subjective, right? But today, there are few milestones wherein we usually consider them as impossible, but somebody who surpassed it, they are survivors, they are achievers. So why is the society always trying to label people who are fighting as survivors? Is it because it's not something that everybody can do? And why is that some are called achievers, dreamers? So, if a conversation has started on these lines today, of course, I'm so glad to have this super conversation with one Mr. Anuj Aneja, who's a Bangalorean. But more than him being a Bangalorean, his identity has, of course, crossed boundaries, has been tested through times, and hence, through every test that he's endured through life. Now he comes out with many identities. One could be endurance athlete, and of course he's a managing director of Kids Castle. But more so, what the whole world looks upon as something with the expression "wow." Of course, the Ironman finisher, which is of course one of the most toughest race, is what the perception is. But is
Yeah.
it just a perception? Are we wanting to break that bubble that we are all comfortably sitting in? How to do it? Not just that. This man here has comfortably swam across the English Channel, being a relay swimmer. Not just that, the list goes on. He has completed a 50-kilometer ultra marathon. And something which has touched me very personally is, of course, he's a cancer survivor. Now tell me, how do we introduce this man? I think you're a rock solid man smiling
Yeah.
with composure sitting here. So, firstly, sir, Mr. Anuj
Yeah.
Aneja, welcome to Just Curious India.
Thank you.
How are
Thank
you,
you.
sir? Namaskara, kaise hain aap?
Namaskara, ma'am. I'm all good. So happy to be over here listening to your voice. And
Thank you.
yes, of course, you have talked about the Ironman events, which I would personally am very proud of what I have done so far. And yes, it's a difficult race to be done. It's a ultra endurance activity to be done. To talk about what exactly Ironman is for everyone, it is a 3.8 kilometer swim in open waters, and after that you have to change your dress and start with a 180-kilometer cycling. And once the 180-kilometer cycling is done, you have to again change your gears, and you have to start to do a 42.2 kilometer running,
Run.
right? So for many of us, it's like, my dream at one point of time was to do a full marathon, which is a 42.2 kilometer. Now this 42.2 kilometers starts after almost 8 to 9 hours of rigorous activity of swimming and cycling.
Damn.
So that's what I think is one of the most difficult part of an Ironman, to be prepared after such a huge effort for a 42.2 kilometer run.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the total activity will probably take up to what, 12 to 13 hours?
It does. The cutoff is around 16 hours or 17 hours, depending on the event which you have registered to. You have to finish out within that time.
Depending on the events, matlab, what are the options?
See, they in the Ironman, the route decides how difficult the Ironman is. So if it's a hilly track on a cycling, right, and a hilly run, those are very difficult Ironmans to be done. So they will have a cutoff, say around 17 hours. An Ironman which has a flat course or a rolling course or a flat run, those will have a cutoff around 16 hours. So it depends on the kind of race you have enrolled into.
What did you choose?
I have chosen earlier a rolling track, which is a Goa one. It's a rolling track, and
What's a rolling track again?
rolling track means that you go. There is some elevation while cycling. There is uphill while you are running also.
Mm-hmm.
The elevation profile decides the rolling or a hilly one. I have never tried a hilly one. I don't know how people do that. But yes, I have carefully chosen the Ironman events, which I think I would be able to do.
Amazing. I was just going through a few facts of Ironman. It is so shocking even to read it, right? Like an athlete burns up to 10,000 calories in
Yeah.
a single day.
Yeah.
I mean, you being a cancer survivor, of course, I've been told endurance sports will basically lower the chances of the relapse rate by 40% or so.
It does. It does. It does a lot. See, the endurance activity, how you are burning your oxygen is that's very very important. There is a stat which is called as VO2 max, right? It's the amount of oxygen which you burn while breathing. So the more you burn it, the more the cancer cell burns also. So it's a kind of a method where you increase your endurance to such a level that your body is oxygenated on a very high level. The more oxygen you consume, the lesser chances are there for a cancer cell to survive in a body. So
Oh,
that's some logic, tried and tested also. That is why people go for endurance activities. They are much more fitter. uh, I'm not sure that how relapse will happen or will not happen. That's completely different. When I got the news of cancer, I was already fit. The 50K ultra marathon run which I had done was a pre-cancer run, so I was already fit. I was doing everything, but I still got it. So I don't know how it works, but yes, it's a fact that if your VO2 max is high, the chances of a cancer cell to survive are much lower.
wow. So, with all due respect, I think you've endured a lot. I mean, these are all such, physically
Yeah.
challenging and also mentally testing your ability to endure all these, both
Yeah.
the blows, personal blows like cancer, or even, a task, humongous task. The pride comes later, but it's the goal setting first,
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
Ironman or even your um, ultra marathons that you've chosen. Everything is a diamond after another, which is so tough to crack. I
Yeah.
mean, out of curiosity,
Mhm.
what was the starter for you to choose this path?
So the starter was that I thought that I was falling out of my health. I was pretty overweight, and I was having issues of high blood pressure, and my daily routine was not that great. Working in MNC for 14 hours, 15 hours, and getting very less rest. So I one day I kind of decided that it's too much for me to bear this, and the weight is going really high. I really need to work out on that. So I did started with a bit of running, focus on the diet also. Uh, and then the good thing was that every time I was running and every time I was checking out my weight, it was reducing, right? So that motivation was there that okay, no, it's adding up so nicely that whenever I'm doing some activity, my weight is coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I kept on doing that, and one event after another, maybe multiple 10Ks and half marathon, and then a full marathon, and then one fine day I'll decide to do an ultra marathon, a 50K. And since my health was getting better, I was so much involved in doing it. The motivation was already there. plus the number of people you meet when you go for these events. They're all, ultra motivated people, full of passion and full of energy. So that also excited me a lot,
Hmm.
and I just kept on doing it.
At what age did you start?
Oh, that is, I started pretty late, maybe around 35, 36 years of age. I started to do endurance based activities. Believe me or not, I used to think that a 10K is a race where 10,000 people run at one point of time. That was my thought of a 10K race was. When one of my friend told me to go for a 10K run, I was like, what are you saying? What does it means actually? Right? You have to explain me a bit. He said, okay, you just come and, just, if you don't do it, it's fine. Just come for it. So I went for the race, and till date, I feel that was one of the most difficult race I have ever done in my life. Irrespective of I've done an Ironman, I will still rate my first 10K as the most difficult one. But I started to love that experience, and I continued on that.
So here K is what kilometer?
Yeah.
5K, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer,
Yes.
half, 22,
Half is
21.
21 kilometer, and
The
then
full being, full
42.2
being
is a full
42.
marathon, right?
Yes, I can relate to yours. In 2013, in Bangalore, there was Pinkathon, which was
Yeah.
organized by Milind Soman. So
Yeah.
I was with 92.7 Big FM, and I was a mascot for it.
Hmm.
And I was a mascot, and I mean, I also invited all the women to run for breast cancer.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
totally.
Pinkathon, yes. It's for that awareness only, yes.
It was tough.
Hmm.
I mean, initially, I think it is. I mean, the first step is always the daunting uh, task, or the. It looks huge.
Yeah.
But tell me one thing: somebody who's wanting to do Ironman,
Mm-hmm.
because it is the cherry that everybody wants to have as
Yeah.
a pride, or even as a test to their own grit, or what their own body can do.
Mm-hmm.
So why is Ironman usually called the ultimate test of endurance? Is it really so tough?
It is. It is tough. Basically, Ironman involves three sports: swimming, cycling, and running.
Hmm.
So the thing is that you cannot just focus on one sport and excel in that only. You just have to do all the three sports, right? So you can be average in all three. You don't need to master any one activity or any one sport at the max. But yes, since you have to combine these sports, it becomes so difficult to practice also, because one day you have to do swimming, next day you have to do cycling, and the another day you have to do a running, or you have to mix the exercise in such a way that 1 hour you're doing swimming, and then for 3 hours you're doing cycling. So that mix and match make it so difficult that you're not able to focus on one particular activity. You have to do multiple activities to prepare for all three sports.
Mm-hmm.
That is why the Ironman makes it difficult to do. Among all these activities, swimming, even though it is just 3.8 kilometer open water swimming, the maximum failures happen in the swimming leg only.
Firstly, open waters means say in the sea or ocean.
In the sea, or in a lake, or yeah, in a bay. It has to be a sea. You cannot do an Ironman in
And
a
a
pool.
pool.
No, it has to be in a sea. So you have to brave the waves which are there. You have to brave the jellyfish stings also. And it's definitely a segment of Ironman where maximum people would fail. There are people who have died also while doing this in
Why?
the their heart rate goes really high. They have a panic also. And say when you are cycling or running, if you are feeling uncomfortable, you can get down.
Mm.
While you are in an open water, if you are uncomfortable, you have to either wave to someone, and they have to see to you also, attend to you also, pull you out and take you back to the shore. So there is a time which is lost. Maximum failures happen in the swimming leg, and yes, people die
But
in the
they're all
swimming leg
being
also.
watched and they're tagged. I mean, today drones are there. Are they being watched?
They are being constantly watched, and there are so many people who would assist them if they are facing any issues. They are with their kayaks also. But in the swimming, the challenge is the time. You have to pull out a person, you have to take a person to the shore and give the medical emergency.
Right.
So that time lost makes it even more difficult. So when I was doing my Ironman in Australia, Busselton. So in that, one of the fellow athlete was there, and he went for swimming. We all went for swimming, but this guy never came out.
Oh, damn.
It was so difficult for us to understand that, what has happened, and we all completed our race. After 13 hours, 14 hours, we were going back to our hotel room, and in the hotel room somebody said that okay, so and so incident has happened, and we were not understanding has it happened to one of our fellow member, because we were not able to see him, but we went back to our rooms and we slept off. Next day morning we got to know about it. So these are the challenges in an Ironman. Swimming is one of the most difficult aspect or segment of an Ironman.
Knowing the first leg being so tough and can discourage you, it can haunt you.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated, and then how is that you're not letting these fears eat you up, so that you can stop once
Yeah.
for all,
Yeah.
not go back to it?
See, those fears are there, but the excitement of completing that, the trophy of completing an Ironman, that is of a different level altogether, right? You know that people die on road accidents also, but that doesn't deters you to drive your car, right? So sometimes what happens with the triathletes or for any endurance athlete is that they don't know when to say no, that I am not able to do it now. I have to stop. I have to get out. I have to stop cycling. I cannot do swim. They take it so personally that they continue to do it even though it is not giving any benefit to them, right? So
What are the warning signs like?
see, for any triathlete or for any endurance athlete, it is very important to know how your heart is behaving, right? So you have to be very tech friendly. You have to keep on constantly monitor your heart rate. That's very very important. That there are zones. Zone 1 has a specific heart rate. Zone 2 has another heart rate. Zone 3, 4, 5. So whenever you are doing practicing and you find that you are doing basic practice on zone 4 or zone 5, it is a sign that your heart is not healthy. It is
Mm-hmm.
it is pumping too much, it is working out too much for a moderate workout. You have to understand that probably you are not made for that, or probably you have to wait a little more, or probably you cannot go to that extent and perform for 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. You cannot do that, right? So you have to understand your heart rate. You have to be very tech friendly. You have to see where your heart rate is going on. If you are pushing too much, your heart would definitely give you signs. You have to understand that there's nothing which personal into it. If you fall, you collapse, you will lose your life.
Right. So there comes knowing it well, reading the signs well,
Yeah,
where coaching comes to play.
correct.
So do you think Ironman requires a coach for sure? And what was it in your case?
2000%, or any more number more than that. Yes, coach is surely required. Without coach, you cannot do. I personally say that coach nahi to kuch nahi. You cannot do anything without your observation with the coach. I have a coach who helps me on swimming, Nisha Millet ma'am. She helps me on swimming. Then I have a coach, Sridhar sir, who helps me out in the entire cycling and running. Then I have a dietitian also. I have a coach at the gym also. So everyone has to interact with each other. Every coach should know that what you are doing, what your plans are. After 5 months, 6 months, you are attempting an Ironman or you are attempting a ultra marathon. You have to tell them about your targets, about your events, and then you have to listen to your coach. That's very very important. Sometimes they will come up with silliest of thing, and you think why I have to do it, but you have to do it. There is no escape from that. So anyone who's trying to do an Ironman should definitely look out for a coach right from day one. I'll tell you one incident, Rashmi. When I was doing my Ironman, it was a sprint Ironman. So Ironman has levels. There is a sprint Ironman, then there is a Olympic distance Ironman, then there is a half Ironman, and then there is a full Ironman. Okay, so the distance keeps on changing. And I went to Hyderabad in Gachibowli Stadium. That particular Ironman, the swim was in a pool. So I said, okay, fine, let's do it. If it's in a pool, let's do it. What's the problem? It's not in open water. Let's do it. So I jumped inside the pool, and then I realized that where is the floor? There is no floor. My feet is not touching the floor at all, because that was the first time I entered into a pool which has a full depth of 8 feet and above. I was not knowing that at all, because I never went to a coach, and I was just doing 100 200 meters of swim, and I was pulled out. my race was over. I was sent back because either I would get drowned completely. I called for someone that, I cannot do it any further. They pulled me out of the pool and my race was done. Then I met coach Sucheta, and she told me that, what you're trying to do cannot be done with confidence. Confidence is not going to take you there. You can have so much of confidence, but if you don't know what you are doing, where the practice is, what event you are going to complete, if you don't have any idea of that, then confidence is not going to take you there at all. And then she showed me how to do a swimming, and I understood that what mistake I was doing. Probably, I would have never come out of that pool if I would have just continued. I asked for people to pull me out of that pool when that event was going on. It was not good, and there was a point of realization that I have to have coaches. So that was around like maybe 6.5, 7 years back, and till date I don't enter into a pool or sea without observation, without letting my coach know, without someone not spotting me. If I'm going inside the sea for practice, somebody has to spot me. We don't know what's inside the sea. Something can happen. Somebody should watch out for an athlete that, yes, you are inside. If something happens, you have to be taken out also.
Radha by Rapid Rashmi. It's my very own sari brand, born from stories, culture, and the love we all share for the timeless drapes. Sari handpicked with care, every color chosen with emotion, every collection is crafted for women who wants credibility, affordability, and absolute uniqueness. What do you have to observe before getting into the sea or even a pool?
A pool is fine now. See, pool is a starting point, right? So you have to, of course, see how deep the pool is and how comfortable you are while swimming. While when you enter into a open water, it can be so intimidating that you would feel, yes, I can do it. It is easy. He's also doing. I can also do it, right? But the moment you enter inside, the waves will pull you inside, and suddenly you will realize that your foot is not on the floor, and that for me is a moment of panic. That now I will get a foothold after 1.5 hours or 2 hours because I'm swimming continuously. So the first loss of point of contact with your foot and the floor is the moment of panic, and you have to see the undercurrents also. A sea would look very calm from the top, but there may be undercurrents, and a sea would look different for the first 100 meters. It would be much different after 200 meters. You have to see what is the wind speed. You have to observe that also. Is it too windy? You cannot go inside the sea because that would also impact you. The waves can become stronger at any point of time. Apart from that, you have to observe what aquatic life is also there inside the sea.
How do you get to know?
You have to ask people. You have to ask locals. You have to ask fishermen, are there jellyfishes inside? Jellyfishes, they can be really scary once they are right in front of you when you are swimming and your hand touches a jellyfish and they sting. I have got stung so badly that I have to literally rush out of the sea and attend to myself, that it is so painful. If there are too much of jellyfishes inside the sea, you cannot do swimming. You also have to observe if the fishermen have kept a net inside the sea. If there are nets, you cannot go inside. So basically the thought is that you cannot go inside a sea on your own and think that, okay, I can do it.
Figure it out.
No, that's not going to happen. You have to go in events where there is some planning. There are people who are attending to you when you need their help, and they have observed the aquatic life, plus they have observed the fishermen also. They have taken due permissions, and they are doing at a point of time where the wind speeds are low. So they have taken well care of everything, and then you should go and do swimming.
So how do you choose the entry point? Because when you see the ocean is so huge, which part to enter? Who tells you all of this?
So when you do an Ironman event, the organizers, they decide where you have to enter inside, and some of the events usually you can walk down for 50 meters or 100 meters, and then the actual swimming starts. So it's the organizers who would decide where to start and where to end. personally, and I would want to advise to everyone, is that do not venture inside a sea on your own. Even though you are the best of the swimmer, whatever you have done, do not venture inside the sea on your own. That can be too risky for you. It can
Then what
be,
should they do? I mean, they have to have support system,
they have to
entourage.
have a support system. They have to have people who are spotting you, who are looking at you when you are going inside the sea, and they also know swimming. That's also very
Where
important.
are these spotters usually? Like they are by the shore or they are basically.
Some of your friend is there, even that is also, somebody can who can raise an alarm if there is some issue.
So what's the kind of gear that you all use? Like when you're swimming, people know that it's you.
So basically, you need to wear a swim cap which is bright in colors, a neon color or red in color, so that you are visible from quite a distance. If you wear a white cap or a black cap, that is usually not visible. Apart from that, you have a toe float also. A toe float is around your waist, and it is a balloon. It's a bright red, neon, whatever color. It's a balloon. If you feel uncomfortable at some point of time, you can go back and clutch that toe float, and you can be
Rest.
safe, and you can
Ah.
rest also. So if you're going with a couple of people only, and you don't know how safe or unsafe the sea is, minimum deterrence which you should have in your hand is a toe float with you. That does not obstruct your swimming at all.
So what's a crazy encounter you've had in the ocean? Like how many times have you done
Yeah,
the open waters?
multiple times. I've done the English Channel also. So English Channel was a cold water swim. uh,
Firstly, what is English Channel
I come
relay
back. I
swimming?
come back to the craziest experience which has happened. Right. So, just not very far back, just couple of months back only. Um, I went to Chennai.
Hmm.
So there is a blue flag beach is there. It's a very beautiful beach, very calm, composed. Everything is good. I went inside the sea with my coach, and after some time we realized that we are having jellyfishes around us, and jellyfishes, they don't change their direction. They keep moving as the wave
Wave
is
goes.
moving. They don't change their direction. And the jellyfish came and bit me here, and then moved to the other side and bit the coach also, and then middle of the sea we are screaming that we have got bitten by the jellyfish. That was very crazy, and but we braved that, and next day again we went to the sea thinking, okay, let us do it. What happened? One bite here and there.
So what's the pain like once a jellyfish bites you?
Don't ask me. It is so bad. It is so bad. I had a bite almost 2.5 months back. I still have a little bit of pain, or those marks are still there on my hand. I feel that that was one of the most biggest pain I have endured.
In
Yeah,
life.
it was
So
so
what's the
difficult.
uh, anti
See, there is nothing
antidote?
actually. You can reduce the pain by putting some vinegar on the place where the jellyfish has bitten you. If you tend to touch a jellyfish uh, on the legs, the sting is not that powerful. But if you hit the jellyfish on their head, they will bite you as much power they have.
Oh,
They will bite you so
so you
badly.
have a. I mean, what's your suit like? Is it a body suit? Only your hand and your feet that's exposed? What is
The,
it like?
not you just have a swimming shorts. That's it.
Oh,
That's what you go with.
you don't have to wear a bodysuit like
In
the scuba
iron
divers.
in Ironman events, yes, there is a full body iron suit is there. Even that is also till this point. So your hands are surely exposed. Your feet are surely exposed. Some people get bit on the face, and their lips are all swollen, nose is swollen, they're having gash over here, so it becomes little difficult also. And some people call up the event saying that, okay, no, I'm having so much of pain, I cannot endure it any further. So they leave the place. They cannot do anything about it.
So generally, people who are doing this for the first time, then
Hmm.
so they, I mean, they directly do the swimming session in the sea, or there are practice sessions.
There are so many camps which coaches they do. They will ask you to reach to the destination a week in advance, and then they will call you to a spot where the swimming is good. Of course, they will check out the fishermen's and the aquatic life and so many other things, and then they will give you practice sessions at those
Hmm.
places.
Hmm.
Practice is important.
Hmm.
If you do that on the race day, chances of failure would be low. See, Rashmi, what happens is that Ironman is just one race. You go on that day, you finish and you come back. Okay, you spend 14 hours, 13 hours, 15 hours, you finish and you come back. It is the practice which is more difficult, that you have to get up or early morning, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, go for swimming, or you have to stay out of your home for a week and attend to a camp in Chennai or Mangalore or Goa. It is the practice which takes so much of effort, time, energy, money. You feel that once the event date has come, this is the day I have to perform, you feel okay, fine, now it is
Hmm.
going to get over after a couple of hours, no more practice.
Crazy. So you spoke about coaching.
Yeah.
Uh, so the three people
Yeah.
who will be required. One is for swimming,
Mhm.
other one is for cycling, and even for running. For all the three, you need separate coaches, or
Yeah.
which two is very important?
See, uh, one coach has to be there who knows everything about swim, cycle, and run.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, that coach may not be available for each and everything. That coach might come with you for cycling sessions also. But swimming being the most challenging and daunting task, it is important to have a swimming coach for sure. A dedicated swimming coach has to be there. In my case, Nisha Millet ma'am is there, and she does the coaching for so many other people also. She does coaching for people who are dedicated to swim. They only do swimming, and she does coaching for people who are doing Ironman also. So first is your swim for a coach for swim is extremely important
Is it
for you.
affordable?
Yeah, it is affordable. It is pretty much affordable. You just have to ensure that you reach on time, because these sessions start 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30. You just have to ensure that you have time to do that.
What are the techniques that you've learned in the pool by these coaches that you implement in the ocean? Because today,
Yeah.
a lot of them are watching. Village side, they would have gotten into a well, they would have gotten into a running river,
Hmm.
and people think that, oh, if I've managed that, I can manage anything.
No.
So how different? What are those techniques that you learned here which
See,
has come in handy?
in swimming, one of the most important technique to learn is sighting. So,
What is sighting?
sighting, yes, I'll tell you. When you are inside the sea, right, you do not know which direction you are going, isn't it? Because you don't have anything to spot. You don't know, okay, there is a mountain over there, or there is a tree over there, or this is the direction. You are
Hmm.
completely clueless. And at times, sun is so, glaring in your eyes, you're not able to see beyond anything. And sometimes the sea is full of minerals and rocks that you are not able to see anything beyond your hand also.
Right.
So sighting is very, very important. Whenever you go for an Ironman event, there are buoys which are kept inside the sea every 200 meters. So one buoy over here, then another over here, then another
What are they
over here.
called?
Buoys. Those are big balloons which can be spotted from a distance. So what you have to ensure that you are able to do spotting. Many people will swim and they will keep looking on the left, or they will keep looking on the right. They would not look in the front. Buoys will come right in front of you, and then they will lose out the direction where they have to go, or they will start to panic that is my direction correct or not. So one of the most important technique which each and every coach will teach you in the swimming is to sight, is to look straight while completing your swim stroke. Otherwise you will just look at the left side or the right side. So you have to look straight, sight the buoy, and move towards it. So after every 6-7 strokes, you have to look in front and see where you are
Hmm.
headed to.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every buoy has a number also being given in Ironman races. So you should know before the race that okay, there are 20 buoys. I have completed 1, 2, 3, like that. So I'm going in correct direction only.
Oh.
So that much of presence of mind is required. If somebody has done swimming as a leisure activity, they may find it very difficult when they are in the sea.
Like in ultra marathon, I've been told you all have these jellies that you
Yeah.
eat, but while swimming, there is no
No,
break. There
no.
is nothing that you're eating. What's the diet before you get into the swimming area?
So when you have to start your swim, you have to have a high carb based diet right in the morning. So you can have a proper breakfast also in the morning. You can have bread, and you can have toast also. You can have maybe not eggs, something which is very quick carb, like a banana you can have right in the morning, and then you can go for the swimming. It takes around for a person like me, took 1.5 hours to complete the 3.8 kilometers. Some people may take 1 hour also. So if you are taking enough nutrition right at the beginning of the swimming, you are good for that particular
Event.
leg. Yes, yeah,
That
for
leg.
yeah.
So, what's the general nutrition like before you start the Ironman? All the three legs put together.
So, Rashmi, what happens is that you cannot have a diet just before the event. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
got to have a diet as a lifestyle.
Right.
You
Sustainable.
sustainable, right? It has, otherwise many times you will see that if you're doing a race, after 20 kilometers you will see a person who is sweating so badly, right? He has no energy, completely dehydrated, while you are still fine. You haven't broken the sweat, you are doing all fine. That happens how good your nutrition is, how well have you hydrated yourself. That's very, very important. So nutrition happens, say, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months prior to the race. You have to decide what you're going to eat today, so that it adds up on the race day.
Oh.
That's so important. Just before the race day, you can 3 days before, you can have a high carb diet, which is fine, but you cannot have a high carb diet all the
All
way
the
6 months, 7 months earlier. So you need to have a nutritionist in a place. What my coach always says is that, Anuj, there is swim, cycle, run, there is a fourth leg also, which is called as nutrition. If you fail on that, nothing gonna help you. You will fall flat. Middle of the race, you will have so bad cramps that you will not be able to do it any further. So you need to have a dedicated nutritionist also in place, who is helping you out to take the right kind of nutrition. That's very,
wow.
very important. Also, it is very, very important that what happens after the race day. Do you become a dead rubber, or do you become a piece of wood who is just lying on the floor, or you become a furniture where you just at one point in the room, or one place in the room? The next day should also be comfortable for you, if your
Mm.
nutrition is
Right.
right. Next day you should be able to get up and attend to whatever your daily needs are. But
So, five things that shocked you and changed you through nutrition because you were preparing for Ironman.
yeah.
What changes did you make? Five.
Five, I would say the entire structure of diet has changed, right? You cannot focus too much on carbs, which are coming up from wheat. Okay, you have to give away wheat
Why?
and rice also as much as possible. You have to go for millets.
Oh, why? Because उसका insulin वो spike नहीं
No,
होता
no,
release.
insulin spike is also fine. It is a better grain to have, right? These days, using wheat is so comfortable, right? But people don't get the same taste when they eat a red rice
Mm-hmm.
or a brown rice. They would want to stick on to white rice only. So all the whites you have to give away.
Okay.
Not only when you're doing Ironman, but apart from that, when you are having a normal, usual lifestyle, you should give away with all the whites. Sugar should not be there for sure. Then you cannot have white rice. You can have occasionally, it is fine, but
Maida,
not
salt, all of it.
salt. You can, of course, instead of sweets, you can switch on to jaggery also. So those things you have to do, and they don't happen overnight.
Even if it does, you have to sustain it.
You have to sustain it for a very long period of time. And the more you push on to millets, pulses, yes, some people would want to have more protein through the through chicken or through
Shakes.
fish and all, but some people don't eat these. So but you have to rely on tofu also. If you're a vegetarian, you have to change your diet completely. That's very, very important when you're doing for Ironman. If we deviate from this topic also on the Ironman and nutrition, one of the most important things is that don't go for fancy diets. That's what I have seen. People would do keto, people would do
Intermittent.
OMAD, one meal a
A
day,
day.
intermittent fasting. If you look at people who do intermittent fasting and OMAD, they will always take supplements. They will take vitamin B tablets, vitamin D tablets, some zinc. Why? Because their nutritionist has told that you will have deficiency, right? That is why you take these capsules. Believe me, these capsules and pills, they are not going to help you out in the longer run.
Then,
You have to take a proper nutrition from the meals.
so how to do that? How to balance it out?
You
Like,
Yeah.
what's your go-to? Like, I eat 30, 40, 40. 30,
Mm-hmm.
40, 30, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
30% is fiber,
Hmm.
40% is protein,
Hmm.
and 30% is carbs. Every
Perfect.
single meal is this.
Perfect. So you can stick on to it. Of course, you have to give away all the whites, as what I have told you earlier. Focus more on millets. That's what I do. And yes, a high protein diet right in the morning is good, rather than taking high protein diet in the night.
Why?
You cannot digest proteins in the night properly the way you can digest it in the morning. So you can have multiple eggs in the morning rather than having it in the night, and finish out your dinner by 7:30, 7 o'clock. Take
Again, why?
Because you need to give your stomach some time to digest it properly. You take a hearty meal and then you sleep completely. That's not going to help you out at all. And then take a 8 hours of sleep. That's very, very important for your digestion to be perfect. If you're taking 6 hours, 5 hours, your digestion is incomplete.
And do you all take any extra supplements like nutrition apart from all of this? Any extra
No.
for spikes to endure triathlon?
See, on the race day, the story is completely different. But apart from that, I personally do not take any kind of supplements, be it protein powders. I don't take them at all.
Why?
I personally feel uncomfortable taking them. Having my history of cancer, I tend to avoid with ultra processed food. I don't enjoy taking them, and I tend to take protein from their natural sources. You can have paneer, you can have tofu. Of course, you can have poultry products, eggs, and all. But yeah, protein shakes and all, I am very uncomfortable with them somehow. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but that's what I feel about it.
3 tips for people who are just starting it out, like
Yeah.
Ironman.
So, if anyone is starting out, the first tip would be that go sequential, right? Though the Ironman full distance is what we have told, 3.8 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer cycle, and 42.2 kilometer run, there are various steps to reach to that point. The first one is to do a sprint triathlon. It has a lesser swim, around 400 meters or so, and 30-40 kilometers of cycling and 5 kilometers of running. Then there is an Olympic distance in place, which is slightly more. And then the half Ironman comes, and then the full Ironman comes. Do not think that, okay, I would just start with the full Ironman only. It's not going to
Happen.
happen, right? Do not take the swim leg, something which is easy, because people lose life because of that. If you look at the stats also, you will find that maximum failures have happened in the swim phase itself. So you have to take the swimming very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Third point, you got to have a coach.
Mm.
You cannot just start without a coach, without any direction. You cannot do that. Have a coach in place.
Also, I was going through the stats about English Channel. I think you swam across the English Channel. It is even colder than Arctic waters, I believe. And so far, only 2,000 people in the history have successfully
Yeah.
swum the English Channel.
So those people would have been the solo swimmers. Okay. There are lot many people who do swim in a relay mode. I did in a relay mode. So 4 of us we went.
What's that?
So it's a total English Channel is around 33 kilometers from Dover, which is in England, to a point in France. You have to touch that point and come back, basically. Okay. The moment you touch that point, your swimming is successful, right? So 33 kilometer point A to point B, but it is never 33 kilometer because of the waves. You have to go in a pattern which is not straight. You cannot just go head on, right? So it becomes around 55 kilometers or 60 kilometers of
Oh
swim.
my God, double almost.
Almost double. If you look out at the route of every swimmer in the English Channel, it is always in a S pattern. It is never straight. So it becomes around 55 to 60 kilometers. So 4 of us we went. Vaishali, who was our team captain, then Danish, Rohan, and myself. We were there. uh, we first you have to qualify for it. You have to take a qualification certificate. So there are camps which happen. This camp happened in Spain, Menorca, where you go and you have to show to the Channel Swimming Association that you can swim for 2 hours, 3 hours. You can complete this much. You can endure the cold. You have to show it to them.
So how cold is the water?
15 degrees, 14 degrees, like that. And then there are some patches which are so cold you feel that your spinal cord is getting frozen completely, because some patch would be there which would not be facing towards the sun. It would be under a hill or something like that, and that would be so cold. You cannot imagine that one. So once you do all that, you get a certificate which says that you can go and apply for a relay swim in the English Channel. So we did that. We completed our certification and we went for the English Channel. And the boat remains next to you. One boat remains, and four of us are remains in the boat. One person jumps and swims for 1 hour. Then that person comes up and next person jumps, swim for 1 hour.
Oh,
So this way you have to do a relay.
for let's say if it is 60 kilometers tops,
So we took 17 hours to do it.
17 hours. Matlab you've done it like four
Four
divided by
times.
4. Yep.
Yeah, 4 times we have to go inside the sea and swim for an hour and
4
come
hours
back.
of consecutive swimming.
Consecutive swimming. So one person will come, the person who has swam will come up, will eat something for 15-20 minutes and then take rest for half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour. Then get back and cheer for the person who is inside
Oh,
the sea. You have to
Oh.
cheer for them also. The person who is swimming cannot listen properly,
yeah.
so you have to show them placards, doing great,
Damn.
like
Whenever
that.
they're looking up for
Ha,
the
ha,
direction
ha.
or whatever. Mhm.
Yes, so you have to give them signs like, okay, you have to stop. There is a fishing net which is which is lost and just going through the sea. You have to stop. So you have to tell them, because you will get entangled in a fishing net also. There will be lost fishing nets which would be just passing through.
Yeah.
You cannot predict them, right? Or you are getting too close to the boat, drift away, like that. So you have to give them signals also. And then once that person swim is over, you have to jump in those waters and swim for 1 hour and then do a relay. So it went for around 17 hours. We started midnight, 2 o'clock
You start in the night.
night,
Why?
because you have to see how the tide is. You have to catch the tide at a correct time so that you have the best limited time to complete the overall swim.
Don't you all get scared in the night?
Yeah, it was scary. It was very, very scary, and we do practice for that also. So when our team captain Vishali went for the swimming, it was pitch dark, and she has to start from the shore. They will show you one small light from the boat, and you have to just look at that light and keep coming towards it. Right? You don't know where you are going. You just have to keep looking at that light and keep coming towards whatever the way that light is showing to you. Then the next person to jump in was me, and I jumped in. It was again pitch dark. It just you are running and you cannot see where you are going. Okay.
Damn, it's like as if you're in a black hole.
That was crazy. On that light of the boat was there to guide me that this is the direction I have to go. You just have to follow the light. That's it. You cannot see your hands. You cannot see the people. There's just one light. You have to see. Okay, fine. It is there. It is there. I have to follow. I have to follow. I have to follow.
So if you panic, how do you reassure yourself that it's fine? Like Three Idiots moment. All is well.
See, if you panic, then probably you would have panicked a million times while practicing. You would have already have those panic attacks while practicing.
On that final day, you're saying there is no room for.
No room for it. Because if you fail, the other people in the relay would also fail.
Oh, so you have the pressure of the
Yeah,
other
the
three
pressure.
also, right?
Yes. But that doesn't mean that one cannot fail, one cannot panic. Yes, they do. If you panic, you are not able to swim because of some reason, whatever, you have to stop in the sea. And you will be just, for 1 hour, you would be in the sea waiting for your hour to get over.
Oh, somebody can't make up for you.
No. You have to wait, you have to lose that hour and you have to go back to the boat again after 1 hour, and then the next person will jump in.
So who's going to monitor all of this? Is there going to be a person sitting in the boat,
Yeah.
or is it a camera? I mean,
So it's a very controlled event. You're always connected with satellite. People would know that where exactly you're heading to. You will have a tracker also, where people would know that how much kilometers you have swam. Apart from that, there is a person, a representative from CSA, Channel Swimming Association, would also come. He will be in the boat. He will be completely observing you and checking that you are not doing anything which is incorrect. Right? You finished your time correctly. You came after 1 hour only. The other swimmer jumped at a time when you were inside the boat. All those technicalities he will see, or you're wearing something which is not allowed to wear, or those kind of things you have to are being managed and controlled. It's a controlled event.
so how many teams come in?
So we were 4 people relay. It was people can do 3 people relay also, or 6 swimmers relay also. It's entirely up to them. They can divide the cost also. What we thought that 4 is a good number, so we decided to do 4-person relay. Apart from that, you have to spend for getting the certificate also. That also is pretty expensive.
Where does it happen in India?
Doesn't happen in India, because in
Oh,
India
you said Spain, right?
the thing is that in India or Asian countries, the water temperature is pretty good, 25, 27, right? But English Channel happens 15 degrees, 16 degrees. So camp happens at those places where the water is
Cold.
of less temperature or cold. So even that camp itself was pretty expensive, around 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees you have to spend over there. And once you go for the English Channel, what happens is that you cannot predict when you are going to do the swimming.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes it may happen that it is raining, so swim cannot happen. It is windy, swim cannot happen. So you just have to wait, and you have to keep paying for your hotel rooms,
oh yeah.
right?
So how often does this happen?
So there is a specific window somewhere. It starts from the month of April, and there are just couple of months. By September, that window is closed. Also, the water becomes too cold to do a swimming. So there's a specific window, and you have to apply for it years in advance at times. So if you want to do an English Channel, you might have to apply now, and the slots will be available after 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this happens once a year for sure.
It happens once in a year. It has never happened that it has not happened in certain specific year. Probably during the COVID times it may not have happened, but apart from that, it happens every time.
How many people usually take part in this open?
Not many. Not
Okay.
many are there. When we did in the month of August 2024, till that time we were the only people who did it. That relay team from India were the only people who did it, and I think after us there was one more team who did a relay, again Indian. So in that year only 2 Indian relay teams did an English Channel.
So what's the trophy like here? Is it the fastest time that you all finish and that's how you get the thing, or it's just a participation certificate?
See, in any of these events, Ironman or ultra marathon or this English Channel, nobody tends to focus on the time of completion. No one asks also.
It's about the endurance and surviving through the whole.
Yes. You completed it. You completed it. That's enough.
Oh,
Right. So yeah, I mean, probably I have passed that age where I start to think that I can be competitive, right? Probably in my age group I can do better. But yes, I have never looked on to it that what is my position. Neither has anyone asked for it also.
but there is a podium finish for
There
all
there are
these.
podium and you get good money also once you do a podium finish.
What's it like?
Good amount of dollars and good amount of promotions you will
yeah?
get through it. See, it's like this. The person who does the Ironman as a podium finisher would have finished out the Ironman in 8 hours or 8.5 hours, like that.
Yeah, the
And
cutoff is 16.
16, yes. And
Half time. Wow.
and then the age groupers come into picture. They do 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours. I have taken 13 hours, I have taken 14 hours. So what matters over here is the completion rather than the Podium is only for 3 people. But completion, it's a big effort. It's a trophy in its own right.
So your upcoming goals, crazy. You seem to be like a adventure junkie yourself. Like you have your India Sri Lanka relay swim,
Yeah,
double Ironman challenge.
yeah.
So firstly, this India Sri Lanka relay swim. Tell me about it.
So there's a park straight. It starts from Dhanushkodi and goes to Sri Lanka.
What's
The
Park
park
Strait?
straight, that is the route in the sea.
That's the name, huh?
That's
Route.
the name.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that is also around 33-35 kilometers of swimming, and it is a comfortable swim. The waters are much warmer as compared to an English channel, and that's what my one of my aim is, to do a park straight swim in a relay mode. So I'm still looking out for team who can be a part of this one. But if it's in my mind, I would do it also.
Where is your where do you scout for these team members? Like, do you all have your own community? Is there a
Yeah.
social community?
Yeah.
How do you all get connected to each other?
So I'm associated with the Nisha Millet Swimming Camp, and there are so many swimmers, right? And there would be dedicated swimmers also. This all of us who did an English channel, we were swimming together in a pool only, and then we decided, okay, yes, we can do it. So we thought, okay, let's start working towards it, and we did it also. So for Park State also, or for any other swim for that matter, if you are part with a coach, you are taking coaching with them, you will definitely be able to form a group also, where like-minded people would be there who would want to do these kind of endurance events. You will find people.
So, what is this double Ironman challenge?
That's a crazy idea which has come to my mind. In this Ironman which I was doing in Italy, I found two people. Two people were there whom everybody was saying that they have gone mad. They were doing on Saturday a full Ironman, and on Sunday they were doing a half Ironman. So it came like, okay, how are you doing? Why are you doing it? Right? You just did a full Ironman, and the next day only, don't you think that you would be able to do it or not? People are able to barely walk, and next day you are saying that you will do a half Ironman. And I was like amused. Oh man, this is so crazy. Now I've got some kind of target in my hand, right? So I can try that also. 2 days back to back a full Ironman, or one day a full Ironman and next day a half Ironman. What I'm looking forward to do is that in 1 week itself I do 2 Ironmans. So on one Sunday I finish out one Ironman, pack my bag, go to a new place where the Ironman event is happening. Next Sunday do another Ironman.
Oh,
That's the idea which I'm looking forward to it.
you've not done it yet.
I have not done it. Many people wouldn't have done it also. So I'm preparing for it. It's just very, very important that you need to get those venues also, which are very closer to each other. The travel time is not much, and yes, of course, you need to have that much endurance that you can hold on for a full week to do 2 Ironmans.
So there's a story about the Chinese bamboo tree, right? Like the first 5 years, whatever you do, there's no sign of growth. And later, I think within the next 6 weeks, 90 feet up, the bamboo just shoots up.
Yeah.
I think no wonder it's called a bamboo shoot.
Yeah.
But a metaphor to this, is there a similar thing that you see when it comes to building a rock solid steel body in nutrition, wherein initially you don't say anything, but later it's a like a rock standing there. Is that how body nutrition
You see,
works, or is it something different?
it is not different. See, if you see lot of Ironmans, right? They are not like role models, or they don't look like models also, right? They are just like normal person, you and me, right? Okay, they would not have a big build, or they would be like super strong. Those kind of people, they are just normal people, right? Because Ironman or any endurance event starts from here only, from your mind. Okay, if your mind thinks that yes, you can do it, your body will help you to do it. And you have to provide right support to your body also, nutrition wise, how you are scaling yourself in endurance activities, a 10K, a half marathon. You cannot aim for a full marathon straight away, right? You have sequentially, you have to upgrade yourself, right? So if your mind thinks that you can do it, your body will respond to it. Believe me, I have seen so many doctors doing Ironman. I don't know what is the reason behind it, right? One of the world's difficult marathons which happen are being done by people who have PhDs or who are doctors. I don't know what is the reason. Probably they have trained their mind so much while studying, they have endured so much that they can take this task, they can ask their mind for their body to respond in such a way that they can complete such an endurance event.
Well said. I think you said it like they say, no, the body believes what the mind does.
Yeah.
Firstly, now, if we have to ask how to train the mind, how to make it strong, how to set a goal.
Correct.
So, how have you cracked it?
Of course, see, for me, enduring the pain which I had during the time of cancer, right? That has kind of shaped me to understand that whatever pain or difficulties you're having at this point of time would not be there after some time. It would get away, it would vanish for sure. You just have to stand and face it. If you start to run away from difficulties, you're not fit for it.
How to stand and face?
See, when my coach many times says that Ironman is about how much pain you can endure for how long. 10 hours, 9 hours, 15 hours, 14 hours, right? How much you can train your mind. If any difficult situation has come up, or if you're taking some very difficult project, you cannot run away from it. You cannot say it's not going to happen, I cannot do it. You have to stand there, you have to understand that yes, you have to do it. Nobody is going to come up and help you on that.
So, is
It
that,
is
is that how you endure?
Yeah, it is.
Like there is nobody who's going to come and save you. It is you who have to save yourself.
Yeah. It is a complete. All the endurance activities are those kind of activities where the athlete is on his own, isn't it? Right? When you are swimming, you cannot even listen to the person who is trying to cheer you. It's completely on your own only. So how do you cheer yourself? What are you thinking during that point of time? Is what
What do you do?
delivers.
What do you think?
I think about work many times, right? I think about work. I
How
think
much
about
do you love your work?
Yeah, I do, and I think about my kids, my family. That's very important. Uh, I keep talking to myself also, and
Self-talk looks
self-talk.
like what?
Like you've done 15K, another 10 kilometers left. Yes, we'll do 10 kilometers. Okay, I'm going to take this gel which I'm going to eat. This is nothing but a masala dosa with a hot sambar. Keep it back, and then after 45 minutes another gel you have to take. Okay, this is tandoori chicken which is coming for me, and then I will keep waiting. When is the next milestone? 45 minutes. Next gel, when it is coming? When is the next aid station where you get some food to eat? When is that coming? So small milestones I will keep in my mind. I'll tell you, it may sound very funny. When I go for cycling, right, I keep a small note over here on the handle of the cycle where the elbows rest, and I tape it. Okay, and it has milestones, right? 10 kilometer, you will see this. Okay, after 25 kilometers you will pass through an underpass. So you hit 10, then 25, then 50, then 70. So this list gets over, another list is over here.
Oh wow! It's like a checklist.
It's a checklist, right? So kilometer to kilometer I will make a checklist. And when it comes for running, my what I do always is talk to people while running. I'll talk to someone, get into conversation a bit, even though that person is also ready to converse or not is very important. But small talks with other people keeps your mind alert. Also, when you go for Ironman events, there is no dearth of motivation. There are so many people next to you. The whole city will come for you. They will be cheering for you, and they will take they will read out your names on the placard. And they will say, okay, Anuj, you're doing so great. Anuj, you're doing so nice. So even those small motivations also help you out a lot.
So, how do you keep yourself disciplined?
Discipline is the only thing which will take you there, right? So many times what happens is that you start your day, you think, okay, no, I don't want to do this, right? I want to sleep for some more time. I want to sleep for half an hour more, 45 minutes more. And the moment you snooze it, you don't even know 2 hours is gone, right? When you are feeling weak, when you are feeling demotivated, discipline is the thing which will take you there. I have to do it because my coach has asked me to do it. Coach has given me this activity to do on a Tuesday morning. I have to get up at 4 o'clock. Yes, I have to do. I will do. So when nothing works, discipline works for you. Keep doing the same activity again and again and again. You don't know what result is going to give it to you. Forget about the output completely.
Repetition
Do it.
builds consistency.
Keep doing it again and again, and just keep showing it to the coach also. Sir, I'm doing. Sir, I'm doing. I'm doing. Right. So one fine day you would realize that all that discipline has given you motivation now. Yes, I can do it. I will do it. Let's complete out the event and come back. So wherever motivation fails, discipline comes into picture.
Motivation is not constant, but discipline,
Yeah.
even the days that you are not motivated, you have to be there. Discipline acts like the backup.
Yep.
You have to.
Motivation is definitely something which you can lose at any point of time. It's so.
What was the time that wherein you've lost it all and then you come back?
Of course, during my cancer phase, I was demotivated, and that was the lowest point of my life. And
How did you hold yourself?
it was very difficult during that time because I was doing good. I was eating healthy. I was working out. I was all fine. The day when I got to know about that I have cancer, morning I was doing a 10K.
How did you get to know? Sorry if you can ask, if you're comfortable.
So it happened during the COVID times, right? And somewhere around Feb 2020, when the COVID was not 100% around, it was the news was coming up. There was one half iron in Delhi I was doing during that time, and I completed that. I was feeling so great. Okay, I'm super. I'm so nice. I've done this. I've done that. And then this COVID instance, started somewhere around March 2020. During that time, I developed one ulcer on my tongue. So some time back, I had done a removal of my tooth. Okay, and that space was open, and my tongue was resting on that, right? And I had to go to a dentist also to fill that space where the tooth was being extracted. But then COVID happened. All the ENTs, all the doctors, all the dentists were not there, right? And this situation prolonged for a couple of months, and I started to develop a small ulcer on my tongue, which was not going. And then we did take this capsule, that capsule, online doctor consultation and everything, and it was not going. And I could feel that it is growing also. It was not painful at all. Then when the doctors were open, I met ENT. She said that, Anuj, you have to get it looked. It looks something different. I don't want to comment. It's too early for me to comment right now. Get it checked out. So I went to a hospital, and there on I met the doctor, and she said that, okay, we will remove this surgically. It may be a drug resistant ulcer which has formed on your tongue. We will remove it, and we will put it into a biopsy. We will put it under a test. I said, okay, go ahead. I went for a small surgery, maybe 2% or 3% of tongue, and that ulcer was being removed. I was all fine. Okay. And after a couple of days, I got a report saying that something is wrong. Something is detailed report is there which says carcinoma. And I was not knowing what exactly carcinoma is, right? Somehow back of my mind was there that something wrong is there, but I did not want it to acknowledge that, right? I was, let the doctor tell me. So I went to the doctor, and doctor straight away said, yes, you have cancer. It's a stage 2 cancer in your tongue. It needs to be treated. It needs to be removed, and you have to be under surgeries, you have to be under chemo, you have to be under radiation. And it's like, what are you saying? It is such a shock for me.
Yes.
I cannot understand that. It took so long to have that piece of information sunk in, that it took us time to acknowledge this fact that yes, there is cancer. And immediately my wife, who became my nurse, and she did everything, arrange doctors and take multiple consultation after consultation, finding out the right hospital, right doctor. Then finally, September 12th, I think 2020, yes, I went for a surgery. I was told that around 35 to 40% of the tongue would be removed. I was like, what are you saying? Would I be able to speak? Okay, you will face challenges, you will have issues, and back of my mind it is running that I think I won't be able to speak any further. It's like a dead end for me. I cannot, and I was giving calls to almost everyone. This is what has happened, and I don't know what's going to happen. My surgery is in couple of days. So finally, the surgery happened, and I lost, I think, close to 38% of my tongue. It was being created with tissues from here. The artificial tongue was created because you cannot have the space open. So the remaining tongue was created by the tissues over here, and then
They grafted it.
they grafted it, and a flap was put so that I can roll my tongue also. It was extensive, around 11 to 12 hours of surgery. It went for very long period of time, and when I woke up, I was like, I was hallucinating. What's happening? Why are you shouting at me when there is nobody around me? I was like completely hallucinated. I was not able to comprehend that situation at all. And I found that something is going deep inside over here, a ventilator sorts, and I'm able to breathe through that only. I'm not breathing from anything else. It's artificial breathing which is happening because my BP shot up while being under the surgery. So I was put onto a partial ventilator also. It went for, I was just on the bed for 2 days, 3 days, and 15 September is birthday of my wife, and I was very adamant that I want my wife to be around, and that was COVID time. Nobody was allowed to get inside.
Oh my God. So
So
taxing mentally,
yeah,
emotionally.
whole day you are just looking everywhere. You are not able to see what's happening. Beeps are coming here, there. It's a cancer ward. People die. Somebody is running to attend to someone, and you're just observing. You cannot do anything. None from your family. If the somebody who comes from your family is wearing 2 masks, 3 masks, that hazmat suit, and then they're just standing in one corner saying, "Who are you?" First of all, tell me. It's like that. So that was like emotionally draining, and it was kind of seclusion. But I think once the surgery got over, I was able to speak something. I was writing, and I was able to speak something. But my family used to say, "Yes, you will speak. We are able to understand you what you are saying."
Oh.
And that
So how long did you take to officially speak a proper sentence after your surgery?
it took me months. It took me maybe 3 months to properly speak. And everybody used to say, "No, you're speaking fine." But back of my mind, I was knowing that I'm not speaking fine. So I used to record my own conversations, and I used to think that, okay, this is not a right conversation I'm doing. I'm not able to understand
You had to
myself.
rewire it completely, like the tongue?
Yes, I have to. Certain was, I still find it difficult, right? So you have to practice that with this limitation, you have to speak.
Oh.
And it's not only the speech which goes, it is how much saliva you can generate, because saliva is generated by your tongue.
This is just a muscle which is sitting there, which can't act as the original tongue.
Yeah, you lose out on the taste buds also. Is it spicy? Is it sweet? You're not able to figure out because taste buds are also on the tongue. So it's like damages are coming from all sides, and but the biggest damage which you want to control is the speech, right? So I used, wherever there is a call coming from a telecaller, I used to pick up and start conversing with them. They are not understanding. Okay, my family is saying that they are able to understand, but the telecaller, he will say, "Sir, what are you saying?" Okay, so those instances were there. I took around 3 months. I was always hopeful that yes, I would be there.
I'm sure these 3 months, like, see, surviving means that you're reborn again. So, I mean, very easy said and done. But how was surviving through those 3 months?
Very difficult. So we got into one community of people who are cancer survivors, and they talk about their journey also. So every week there used to be sessions where someone who has had cancer will come up and they will talk about their journey. So you become hopeful.
Support group.
Support group is there, right? So yes, if you have done it, I can also do it. So till date, I'm part of that group also. They do activities. They tend to engage more and more people. But yes, that took some time. That took away my health also. I stopped eating for quite some time. From what I was around 75 or 77 kgs, I came down within a span of 3 months to 48 kgs. And then surgery was okay, fine. I understood I can manage that out, right? Uh, the issue came when chemotherapy and radiation started. So chemotherapy and radiations are worst things which can happen to a cancer patient, right? So radiation is basically burning the whole tissues, your whatever muscles and tissues are here, so that cancer cell is not there anywhere. The entire bed of the cancer is being burned out. So you have to face that radiation. You have to open mouth, and you have to some machine is doing something you cannot see also. You just have to keep your mouth open and you have to keep looking at it. So radiation, with 30 fractions, which means that 30 sessions of radiation happened. It's crazy. I can, on this date also, I can cry thinking about my radiation time. And then on top of it, there is chemotherapy is just like a medicine which has been inputted in your body, which goes for like 10 or 12 hours of drip which happens. And till the time you are at home, you are okay. And then the vomiting starts. You want to puke throughout the day. Is that feeling that you're puking, but the medicines are very, very strong. They are killing all the cells inside your body, so that even if there is a cancer cell, that also gets killed, right? So 5 episodes of this chemotherapy happened, and once they leave a patient after all this ordeal, it's just like a person who can barely walk. We have kept you alive. Now further you do whatever you want to do. Your hair goes for a loss completely. Your health is out. You're not able to look at yourself at mirror. Your face is all black. You are having ulcers and blisters all across. You cannot barely eat or drink anything. It is that difficult. It is that difficult. So that whole episode ended by December 2020. Chemotherapy, surgery, everything, and then I took 1.5 to 2 months to get over with all the side effects. After that, I started to eat something that okay, I can eat a chapati, I can eat some rice, and there is no taste. There is no taste. It's like you're eating leaves. There's absolutely no taste in it.
Like a piece of cardboard.
Nothing. You don't feel anything. That intent of having food is completely lost. You can smell. Oh, it smells like a dosa. But once you eat it, what is it? What exactly am I eating? It went for 1.5, 2 months. Then some taste buds started to develop, and I was able to understand. Yes, I'm eating something. Then I started to eat, and whatever I'm eating is coming out. So it was very difficult phase of my life. And after that, the thing is that, of course, my wife was always around. She was managing all my tantrums and all the issues which I'm facing. She was keeping a steady head all the way. She knew that he will come out of it, right? He will come out of it. And then one fine day, after a couple of months, I said, okay, I want to do Ironman. That was my dream earlier. I'm going to get back on it. And then I think somewhere in June, July 2021, so I said, okay, when the COVID wave was peaking, I again sneaked out and I said to my coach, Sucheta, I want to meet you. Okay, she said, okay, come on. She knew about my condition. And she would have met me pre-cancer stage. I was little fat, not fat, okay, maybe some weight was there. So she was sitting in a cafe and I walked in front of her. She did not recognize me.
You had lost so much weight, huh?
And then I walked past again. I said, this is me, where are you looking? And she was like, what have you done to yourself? What is happening? You are just bones. And what do you want to do? You want to do swimming. What do you think of yourself? Right? Had there not been any coach around me, merely on confidence, I would have said, okay, I can do swimming, I can do Ironman, whatever. But she said, okay, Anuj, you go back home, eat something, gain some weight, put some flesh on your bones, and then come back to me. And then, then took her advice, and then I took some time, and in 2022, I did a half Ironman in Malaysia, Desaru, which is half the distance and all. And then I started to pick up. Then I did Goa half Ironman, and then I did a 5 kilometer swim, multiple half marathons. Then September 2023, Barcelona full Ironman. I enrolled and practiced for that, and one more Goa Ironman I did. Then Delhi half Ironman I did. Then English Channel I enrolled. Then now I finished out this. Then in between Australia I also did, and now this Italy one, which
What you're wearing is now the Italy one, right?
that's a finisher T-shirt. Yeah, once you get with this, you get when you finish out your race, they will give it to you. This is yours.
Oof. Firstly, brave. I mean, very inspirational that,
Yeah.
life can throw many blows at you. It is about how you bounce back and become an inspiration for others. Very proud of you, and more power to you, and wish you always the best ahead. And may all the, what do you call, the best of the best forces protect you and guide you.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
I mean, any word for our cancer survivors who are battling for hope yet
Yeah.
still?
See, for any cancer survivor, any person who is in cancer right now and is going through this ordeal, only hope can take you through, nothing else, right? And doctors will do whatever is there in their hands to do, right? They will give you right kind of medicines, they will
Advice.
give you right kind of treatment, but you have to keep your head in place, that that I will come out of it.
How to keep that? Because that's where the
Yeah.
mess begins.
Yeah. See, whenever you get into a situation which is so difficult that you just cannot do anything about it. Being a cancer patient, you can barely walk through a room, you can barely go to a bathroom also. You have to keep thinking what you will do once you are out of cancer.
That's how you keep the hope alive.
Yep. I have to give good education to my child, or I have to build a business. I will write a book about my experience, or I'll go for a vacation once all this stupidity is over. Oh, I will run a marathon, right? So those kind of positive notes. What after this is very, very important. If you get stuck in that situation where you're just thinking about I'm having cancer, you would get stuck in that loop.
Will again spiral down.
People get relapses, isn't it? People get
yeah,
relapses.
Yeah.
You get through a treatment completely, you think okay, things are fine, but after a month you notice that my health is deteriorating again. You go through another set of observations and you find that the cancer has relapsed, right? So cancer can come back to you, it can happen, but you should not lose out your hope, and keep thinking what is beyond this. Otherwise you'll get stuck into it. And you know what, we live 70 years, 75 years, right? And if the cancer takes away a year of your life also, fine, give it.
Look at it objectively.
Look at it.
A small patch.
Go ahead, take 1 year, 1.5 year, fine. I will ensure that it never comes back to me again. Those kind of thoughts you have to. And of course you have to keep meeting with other cancer survivors. You have to talk and listen to their experiences also, very, very important. That how they have survived and what they are doing right now. Isn't it many people who are undergoing cancer treatment, they come and ask me, how have you done all this, right? I tell them, okay, if I have done, you can also do it. Because every cancer patient reaches to a point where their body is at the lowest, right?
So is the mind.
My low is same as your low. We are at the lowest, right? If we are having cancer, my low is same as your low. If I have reached to this point, you can also surely reach this point and above that point also. Who's stopping you to do that? But cancer is really crazy, and it can impact the willpower of a person so badly that they feel that they don't want to come out of it. They feel that this is the end. Those thoughts should not be there. How strong your family is, how strong your spouse is, how they are keeping you motivated, that's very, very important. You get into depressions if you have family people around, kids around, hang on with them more and more. Don't feel shy in talking to others that I have got cancer, I'm undergoing treatment. Fine, they will support you. Do not hide it. It cannot be hidden also. So be hopeful, look forward in life. That's very, very important for any person who is undergoing cancer.
Wow. Like there's a famous saying, right? It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you're moving. So in hindsight, if I ask you what is fear to you today, what would your answer be?
I'm definitely not cancer. I'm not looking at it. It is done, dusted, gone. I don't want, if it, God forbid, if it doesn't comes, whatever happens, I'll deal with it, right? So that is something which is not there in my mind. The biggest fear, probably, I think I've lived that life already. The most fearsome stage, of being into cancer and finding each and every day difficult. That fear I have lived, right? So probably I'm not looking out for anything worse than this can happen to me. It has happened. I have won that battle. Probably I don't need to think about it again.
So what's very interesting and motivating is that you've compartmentalized all the parts of your life, good, bad, ugly, and you've continued to move on with the journey with your dreams and aspirations. As a testimonial here, I see you're also the managing director of Kids Castle.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us about it. What is this Kids Castle?
So Kids Castle is a venture which me and my wife Shweta has started around 10 year back, and we had one center, and I was working during that time, and my wife said okay, she wants to open a preschool, and I said okay, fine, go ahead, I have this much of money with me, you take whatever you want, and let's start with the venture. And she started with it, I also joined in, and it went on well because my wife is a complete businesswoman, right? She knows how to start a business, how to make a business successful. She will get the right kind of people. She knows how to get the work done. When I go for all these events and all, she's the one who's taking care of the entire business, and she does it otherwise also. But yeah, this helps me out also to focus on my event. So we started with this venture, and we started with the first branch, then second branch, then third branch happened.
It's a preschool basically.
It's a preschool. So my wife said okay, why don't you leave your job?
Where were you working before?
Yeah, I was working Reuters. So I said okay, it sounds challenging, but let me do it. Okay, I'll get job somewhere. If this is not working out, I'll get job somewhere. So I left it. Then you opened one more branch, and suddenly we found that okay, we are having 10 branches now. Again, people are asking for franchises also. We are getting into franchising also.
It's still on the franchising mode.
So basically, many of the centers we run directly. We manage directly, company owned, company operated, right? And then there are certain people who would come out with their aspirations. They want to engage with our brand, take our brand identity. They take franchises. So
Franchisee operated, company owned.
there is franchisee owned, franchisee operated. FOFO model. They pay us the royalties, and we give them all the know how to run a preschool, the manuals, curriculum, the book sets, everything we will provide them, marketing support, everything we will give it to them. So that also went on pretty well, and we were engaging more and more people also, and sooner we found that we are crossing 100 centers, 120 centers. Now we have crossed 150 centers also. We have grown into Hyderabad, UP, Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon. This side also we have set up our center. So it's going on fine. It is going good. We are expanding year over year. We have very strong workforce of around 800 employees working with us,
Interesting.
and yeah, franchisees are also making good business.
So,
And
what's the franchise money? I mean, example, if we can talk. I mean, never know who would want to invest.
see, a franchisee has to come up with an investment of around 20 lakhs or so, and they have to come to us and they have to tell that they would want to open up a preschool, and they will have to tell the area of their preference, that I stay in this area, I would want to have a preschool within say 10-kilometer radius or 5-kilometer radius. So my team is there who will search out properties in those specific areas. They will come out with a property which is suitable for a preschool, and we can get a license for that preschool also, because getting a license from the block education officer is the most important requirement to operate and run a preschool. So we show them the properties. If they are okay with it, we go ahead and we finalize the deal. We do the entire setup of that property also. We get the licenses also. It's not only BO, there are so many other licenses which are
What is
required.
BO? Sorry.
Sorry, BEO is block education officer, who is in charge of providing and giving licenses for the preschools. So if the preschools are as per the norms and guidelines of a block education officer, they will issue you a license. If they don't issue a license, you cannot operate a preschool. It has to be there. So we will ensure that the school is being set up. Initial marketing we will do for them. My team will go and they will do some admissions also for them. And once some admissions are done, we will hand out the school to the franchisee owner, saying that from here on you have to manage. Here we are mostly consulting, and we will keep visiting your centers and ensure that you are able to generate good admissions and you are able to manage your school properly. The curriculum is fine, the students are safe. We will keep you giving the guidelines every now and then.
So, today there are 100 plus branches only in
150.
Bangalore.
So as I said, Bangalore would be having close to 100, and then there will be many branches which are in Hyderabad. Sorry, there are many branches which are towards NCR area, Gurgaon, Delhi, Noida, UP side. And then yes, we have started now in Hyderabad also. But core operations are in Bangalore.
So, what's the operations model like? Like the profit margin, and within how many years would you get the investment? Is there a
Yeah.
lock in?
See, a preschool is not a very heavy investment business, right? So you are not putting machineries inside, right? You're not putting machinery of which cost of 1 crore or 2 crore like that. You have to provide a safe environment for the kids, right? You have to do soft flooring, carpeting. You have to ensure that the entire school is child proof. Child is not getting hurt anywhere, and there are no injuries. Absolutely zero tolerance on injuries. So in to ensure that that proofing is done properly, you may spend around 18-20 lakh rupees. Branding also expenses will happen.
So 20 is the fee that we have to give for the franchise, plus another example, another 20 to 30 to invest and to set up the whole space. And then what is the age
So I'll tell
limitation?
you, 20 lakh rupees you have to spend, okay, to set up your school, okay. And around 2.5 lakh rupees you have to pay for getting the branding rights of Kids Castle, okay. And once the school is being set up within that amount, my team will come and they will start do the admissions also for you, right? Many of the preschools who get good admissions at the beginning, at the first year itself, can break even in the first year itself.
So what's the strength of each year? How many batches, and each school can have how many kids and what age?
It completely depends on the size of the property. So if the property size is around 2000 square feet, it will have 4 rooms probably, right? So 4 rooms can hold around 75 to 80 kids, and that also in batches. Then you can have daycare operations also, but this count you would not be able to reach on year 1 itself. You might reach in year 2. So you have to be very patient, and you have to ensure that quality standards are good, because in preschool, parents do not take admissions basis your marketing. You can do endless marketing, you can do whatever you want to do, boards, branding, newspaper, radio, admissions will happen only through word of mouth.
Trust.
If one parent is satisfied, that parent will bring along 3 more admissions for you. So year one, our team would ensure that they are there at the center. They are engaging with the
The
operations,
soft skills.
hiring, and everything. They will try to manage out. Get into a business, into a mode where first year you are able to break even properly, and then next year you are able to generate profits also.
Usually the profit margin would be.
Completely depends on the strength of the. So better not comment on that, but.
But like they
Maybe around
say,
40% to 50% profit margin would be there. It completely depends on the area also. So a school which is in an area like a Kormangla, or where high paying capacity is possible.
or even Marathalis and your Sarjapur Road,
Yeah,
Whitefield.
yeah, for where you can give better quality and charge more fees. Those are the areas where you can have higher margins, but certain areas where you cannot charge very high also, they will still have a margin of 40%. Worst case will have a margin of 40%.
So what's better quality? You mean in terms of the area of the play school
Hmm.
or the facilities inside?
See, facilities inside is very, very important. Just like I mentioned, that you have to baby proof the entire school. You have to ensure that the doors are different, not the doors which are having, because those doors, if they hit the fingers of the child, is going to be a very bad incident, right? If the other child pushes and the fingers get inside, so doors has to be replaced with safety doors in place, right? You have to reduce the height of even wash basins also, so that child can reach to that place. The furniture should be so that there are no sharp edges, and it is made of non-toxic material also, very, very important. Apart from that, the entire school, what we do is that we do a soft flooring, a carpeting throughout the school, every nook and corner. Even the skirting of the walls which is there, those are also carpeted to this height, to some height it would be carpeted, so that if a child falls on the wall also, they are not getting hurt because of that. And then you invest heavily inside the center. You give the top notch Montessori material to the kids, stage area, puppet theater, a music and movement room, and interactive whiteboard for them. It is required these days, because the moment the kids are going to a first standard formal school, they are little lost, because there are 40 kids inside one classroom. The teacher is interacting through the boards and the child has to write. Many of the children fail at that stage, because their preschools have not taught them how to understand when a teacher is teaching on the board, how they have to write.
It's a direct progression into the hot water
Yes.
without telling them what it is.
Yes, these is what is happening, Rashmi, is that preschools, they want a child, a formal schools from in the first standard, they want the child to know everything, right? The child should be able to write also, the child should be able to speak English properly also. They don't want to put that effort. That is where the preschools come into a picture. If the curriculum is not proper, it is not aligning with the first standard, the child would fail when they are going in the first standard. So that experience we provide in preschool. Our annual days are extravagant. They are huge. They're just like a marriage function. It's one of the biggest theater available in the city, MLR Convention Hall. We'll go there. We'll spend a lot on the annual day also. Give them prime experience, right? And once they go to formal school, the children are able to write. They are able to speak properly. It makes life easier for them a
So it's
lot.
a 2-3 years window that they're spending here.
Yeah, around 4 years.
4 years.
Yes. Playgroup, nursery, LKG, and UKG. When the child is of 6 years, they can go to the first standard.
So every 4 years you see the rotation happening. So
Yeah,
only
yeah.
four.
Only 4
You've
years.
not tried to venture into proper schools.
We will do that at some point of time, because Bangalore is getting filled right now. Probably we don't have that much space available in Bangalore to open up more and more preschools. Maybe some more we may open, but at some point of time we will exhaust this space completely. And during that time, yes, we would look out for a formal school experience. But whatever we do and whenever time we will do, we don't want to go underprepared. We are there, and yes, we can do it. Then only we will go for a formal school
So
experience.
Kids Castle. Why the name?
It just came. It just came nothing, thoughtful behind it. But yes, we would wanted to provide an atmosphere to the child, which is a castle-like atmosphere, where everything is, proper. The furniture is top-notch. The Montessori equipments are the best available in the market. Whatever best we can provide to a child, we would give to that. To the children. Now, what happens is that many of the preschools which they open, they will put a fancy board outside, but inside they would be lot empty. My intention and my wife's intention was right from the beginning that we will provide an atmosphere. We are giving stuff to children, lot of stuff to play around, a puppet theater in place, a stage in place, a mic in place, a podium also in place to to interact with other children. So all that experiences we give, and once we saw the output, we thought, okay, it's just like a castle like experience for my child.
Right. So what's the USP compared to the other competitors in the market?
So the USP is that we ensure that the school is safe for their child. See, when a parent gives their child to us, many of the parents are giving their child for the first time. 2-year-old, 3-year-old, right? So they feel, is my child safe inside or not? That's one of the biggest question which comes into their mind. So we keep the school open at all point of time. Parents can come and they can have a look what is going inside, and they can see how we are managing a school. So we provided that kind of atmosphere where the parent had faith on us, right? And that is one of the biggest USP. We worked on the faith of the parent, that if you feel that your child is safe, secure and happy inside our school, come take an admission. Before that, you want to inquire, you want to see how the school is, feel free to do that. We are confident of our work. It's up to you to take an admission. No force, no back-to-back calls, nothing. All those things we are not doing. And many of these days, our marketing efforts are also not very high. Our focus is completely on providing good quality, and many of the parents, they refer other parents to take admission with us.
It's quite a rounded journey,
Yeah.
and wishing you more
Yeah.
paths to be explored. Hopefully, all the good ones.
Yes.
So I guess now I have rapid fire for you.
Rapid fire for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Ironman or ultra marathon?
Ironman.
Why?
Oh, that's so. I'm so passionate about it. It involves 3 sports: swim, cycle, run. Nothing can beat the the energy to shift from one sport to another sport. That drives me a lot.
Sweat or silence?
Sweat.
Cancer fighter or life designer?
Life designer. I don't want to be known as a cancer fighter. I'm okay that yes, I did that. I'm proud of it also. I would want to be known as an Ironman rather than a person who has become an Ironman after having cancer. But yes, if it motivates someone, yes, I am a cancer survivor who has done Ironman. But for me, yes, I am an Ironman. That's priority for me.
And a life designer.
Yeah.
Water or road?
Water.
Mindset or muscle?
Mindset.
Discipline or inspiration?
Discipline.
Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings. No late nights. I don't even remember when I have slept beyond 10:30 in my life.
What time you wake up?
4:30.
Failure or fatigue?
Failure. Failure is okay. Fine. Take failures.
How have you looked at failures, and what's your coping mechanism, and how do you bounce back?
I think failures will keep coming. There is no other option. You know that this is the place where you have failed. You are not able to achieve something which you have set your mind onto it. It's bound to happen. It's fine. Let it be. Learn from it. That's what is needed. If I look at from my perspective, couple of years back when I was not able to do a swim properly in the pool, I would have easily given up the entire thing and said, okay, why am I doing it? I'm not good. It's a failure for me. It's a dead end. No, failure will open one more door for you. And you just have to pass through that, and probably something which is not you're not able to achieve at that point of time, you may achieve after some time. Just keep working towards it.
Like they say, don't make failure your scar. Can this be a place where just a reminder as to where you've been through? It need not dictate your
Never
journey.
never. See,
where to
I mean, of the topic, I might say that many of the people who go for the Ironman races, right? Their first thing is that will I fail, right? What if I fail, right? See, Ironman is something in which failure is always possible, always possible. You don't feel that this is the end of the story. There's another Ironman event which will happen. Prepare for that. Who's stopping you to do that? So failures, and sometimes we push ourselves so much that I don't want to fail at all, right? Right. That is also incorrect. If you are failing, accept it gracefully. Do something else. Try again.
Physical scars or mental medals?
Wow. Mental medals, yes.
What's a mental medal for you right now?
For me, achieving these high energy events or these ultra events is a mental medal for me. Uh, Getting to the finish line when the words came, Anuj Aneja, you are an Iron Man. That would give me goosebumps right now. Also, that's a medal for me. That's a medal for me.
Amazing. Pain or peace?
I would take pain. Let that pain be there. Let pain be there. It's okay, fine.
Why do you choose pain?
Because if you're too much into peace, probably you're not looking at the realities of life. Life is all about pain, right? There would be some pain. There will be some fun also. You have to accept that.
If you're ready for pain, then peace is anyways enjoyable.
After pain, peace will come.
How quickly we have listicle questions for you. 3 qualities every endurance athlete must cultivate.
Discipline, motivation, follow the coach.
5 moments when you almost quit but you didn't.
Yeah, there's one big movement which has happened in my life. I was thinking I won't be able to do it, but my cancer time. But apart from that, if I look at into my Ironman journey or personal life, yes, I'm to face those moments. Probably I'm not recognizing those moments as a failure for me. Maybe not at this point of time. I would be able to answer that.
3 things cancer taught you.
Oh, cancer has taught me to rise above all the failures. Right, be once you are at the lowest point, think that only way is up now. You cannot go further below that. This is your lowest. You can always go up from here only. The way is up only and nothing else. And yes, being hopeful, very very important. What you will do after this failure, what you will do after this lowest point, is what will motivate you to reach to the next level.
3 lessons you would want every child at Kids Castle to learn from your life.
For my life, see, kids are. I can learn so many things from kids, right? They teach us every day. They teach us every day. See, to be happy, isn't it? Take no tension, right? Next day, new beginnings. That's all childhood is all about. So if I go to schools, I do make a point that I spend some time in the classroom, listen to the kids what they are doing, just see how they are playing and what experience they have to share. Some kid would come suddenly and they will talk to you as if they are the best friend, right? And they have no hesitation at all. So yep, we can learn so many things from kids. We teaching kids, forget about it.
3 myths about fitness and health that you would want to break forever.
Yeah, the biggest myth in the fitness, which people think, is that nutrition is not that much required. They do not take nutrition as an important thing. The second thing is that people take things very personally, right? I am good only if I'm able to do this, right? They set themselves to a goal. They are not able to reach to that goal. They start to feel really sad and depressed about it. Don't do that at all. Third thing is that never look on to others. Don't say, oh, he is doing so good, he is either so lucky, or he is fit from beginning only, or it got so easy for him. You don't know the other athlete journey at all, what kind of sacrifices that person would have done. Do not get into any comparison with anyone. Do not compare yourself or get compared also.
2 phrases that you will tell yourself during the tough phase of the race.
It's going to get end soon. That's one of the phrase which I would definitely say to me. Once the race is going to get over, you will hear the word that yes, you are an Iron Man. And I'll tell you one thing, very motivational, or I would say something which keeps you going. Whenever you're doing in the last leg, when you're doing the running in the Ironman, there are usually loops, 4 loops of 10 kilometers. Okay, so at the end of one loop, there is a board which is kept, right, which says if you're in the last loop, take left. If you're not in the last loop, take right. Okay, and then once you do your first loop, you look at the board and you say, when am I going to take the left? Right? You take a right again, you finish out your second loop and you come back. Oh, I'm at the third loop, I have to take one more round. When you take the fourth loop and you get inside that left lane, you start to hear the uh, commentary which is going on, which says you are an Ironman. Somebody has passed that final leg of the final point. The completion has happened, and then you keep hearing that voice again and again. So someone has become an Ironman. Some name would be told, and then finally you reach to the point where your name would be called. That's like a biggest motivation for anyone to hear your name being called or your name appearing on that LED screen. That's like a dream for everyone.
Amazing, Anuj. I guess it's a very interesting life filled with roller coaster ride. But still, what matters is you've come out with flying colors, filled with hope and passion and dedication towards your own life and what you want it to be. Truly an inspiration. I mean, like I always believe, I mean, heroes are everywhere. Some come with the cape, some come with glasses, some come with pain that they've overcome. So more power to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And how was Just Curious India for you?
This was amazing. I think I have never been to this atmosphere, first of all, but you have made it so comfortable for me. Yeah, you are so assuring when you are putting across questions, when you're asking things. You are highly assuring. All power to Rapid Rashmi, and
Thank you.
I would want you to have more and more successful shows. Keep increasing, your likes and subscribe for sure. You are awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you. I think it's a journey that began 19 years ago.
Man,
So
that's
of course I was just. I mean, I had kind of gotten comfortable with the RJing space. Parallelly, podcasting started last year with Kannada and now English. I think that's the journey of life, wherein keep adding layers.
Yeah.
And thanks for your wishes. Lastly, I think it's a tradition for us to ask you to nominate 3 guests that we should get on the seat to explore their journey, their perspectives.
Yeah, I'll give you my coach, Mr. Sridhar. He's a 69-year-old young person, very young,
Wow.
young than us. Okay, you should have him over here for sure. He has such huge number of experiences with him, and he's been coaching so many people, 50, 60 people. So I directly know that he's been coaching.
How much do they all charge? Yeah, I mean, out of.
To us, he charges around 5,000 rupees per month.
So it's an ongoing thing. You have to.
Yes, you have to be a part of him. Last 2 years I've been with him, and plus he will arrange camps also. So camps are separate for you. So right now Goa Ironman is going on. So he has put up a camp in Goa where he is doing practice swims. So anyone who wants to do a practice swim in the sea, understand it better, he has put up a camp over there also. So like that. So his life is now Ironman only. Coaching, arranging, giving experiences to the people.
Amazing.
Of course, you should meet Nisha Millet also.
The
Nisha.
very own our Karnataka's
Oh man,
legend.
she. Oh God, she is super. You should meet her. She is such a confident person, and she teaches you so well. She will never say harsh words to you or never dishearten you. Nothing. She will positively motivate you, and you just have to follow her instructions. Okay, why am I doing it? No, I don't have to think about it. I am doing it because my coach has asked me to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Nisha Millet is one person. You should call my wife also over here, and she will talk about so many experiences. She is a thorough businesswoman. She is good at what she is doing right
What's
now.
her name?
Shweta.
Shweta, yeah, you mentioned, right.
Shweta, you should call her over here, and yeah, she will give you her list of experiences, how she is managing me also. That's the most difficult and painful part for her, I guess, how she manages the business. That
And
is
the
of
kids
course.
and life in general.
Mm.
What are your kids doing?
My kids is my son Samarth is 8 year old. He's in third standard, and my daughter is 14-year-old. She is doing her boards now. So that is engaging her. 10th class is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're I mean, my daughter teases me a lot. For everything, she'll just play around with me, but uh, I'm very much attached to my son. He's very small, 8 years, 9 years, like that, and he's very cute, very adorable, right? And he will make me laugh. I am very much attached to my kids.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There you go.
One more person whom you should be calling, and that is Dr. Vishal US Rao. He is oncologist. He knows my name. Dr. Vishal US Rao. He has treated me,
Mm-hmm.
and super person. He knows about cancer back of his hand. He knows everything about it, right? And
Which hospital is he with?
HCG hospital. Dr. Vishal US Rao, and he is very motivational. And you go to him with a problem, I'm thinking something has happened, something is relapsing. No, nothing is there. What is there? What are you thinking? Nothing is there. Go back. No test needed. Nothing is there. He will say with such clarity that
Assuring.
assuring that okay, fine. If he says that I'm fine, means I'm fine. I'll start to get better from that point. So he has that kind of aura around him. You should meet him for sure.
Surely. Amazing suggestions.
Mhm.
Thank you. And lastly, it's a tradition that we give a book to
All
all the
right.
guests who've come in.
Thank you
We
so
have read you
much.
like a book. Now it's time for you to read a book.
All right. All right.
It's a book called Deep Work.
Yes.
Um, it's by Cal Newport. He's also the author of So Good They Can't Ignore You. It's a
Okay.
popular book, so I
Okay.
guess this will add some inputs to your
Thank you so much.
interesting life.
Did you find my life interesting?
Oh my God.
And
Anuj, I think that's just humility talking. So inspiring, of course, be it the fitness part or even, you're fighting cancer and also probably switching gears as an entrepreneur.
yeah,
I think it's very nice the way you've compartmentalized and
correct.
hold on to those lessons,
Yes.
letting them guide you as a torch to explore the unknown.
Yep. Yep. So much more to come. Also, I'm exploring more business opportunities too.
Oh, what's money to you now?
Oh, it's convenience. It gives a lot of
When
convenience.
is the time to say enough?
Oh, that's the biggest problem with me. Why am I doing so much of events is because I do not know what is enough, where to end. That's the biggest problem. I tell to my coach also, coach, I don't know where to end. I don't want to get a podium finish, or I don't want to do my PB, a personal best, or something like that. I want to do more and more and more. I don't know where to stop myself. So my coach
What's
is
your
also.
background like? I mean, do you come from a humble beginning or what is it?
Yeah, my dad was working in a bank, but and coincidentally, why my cancer was a bigger trauma for my family, because my dad had the same thing when he was around 55 years old, and he died because of that.
Mm.
Same issue he has had, and my family was thinking, okay, is this it, right? Is it going to haunt our family once again? And my brother, during the COVID time, he rushed all the way from US to India. Peak COVID is going on, but he comes and he's standing by there, and he is spending time with me, not caring about his job at all, and he motivated me so much, right, to ensure that I come out of it, right. On that, I might have missed out taking name of two people. Yes, of course, my brother Ashish. He has uh, fatherly like figure for me. He's elder than me, and he just came up to me, attended to me, and he was there for 40-50 days. He was there. Also, one of my ex boss, I never thought he will come and help me out on it, Mr. Himanshu, and he came and he just stood like a family member. And you never expect your ex boss to come and help you out in the toughest phase of your life, but he did came. And uh, every test which I have to go, he will come and say, okay Anuj, let's go. Every time my visit to the hospital is there, okay Anuj, come, we will go. Every weekend he will come, Anuj, come, we will sit together. You don't want to eat, you don't want to, no, fine, I am sitting here, we will watch some match, we will watch some TV. He was there, he was just like, he was doing it so passionately and helping me out. So two people whom I would definitely would want to convey thanks to is my brother Ashish, who really helped me out on everything, motivated me so much and guided me how to come out of it, and my ex boss Himanshu. uh, I don't know from where did you came and what motivated me, what motivated you to help me out, but thanks a lot for all the support and care which you both have given during my cancer journey. And I know both of you don't like me pushing myself for doing Ironman. They always say, "हो गया ना, done, finished." ठीक है? But I will do more, and I'll continue doing that because that's what my passion is.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, whatever floats my boat and whatever I think will keep me floating further on, I would continue to do that. So thanks to both of you.
Yep. Here, Anuj, you have ironed out the crooked turns life has thrown at you. Keep flying high with your brave heart anchoring it.
Thank you.
That's about it. RR, just curious, and today's tweet.
Yeah.
Also, here's a Sunday Love box from Polar Bear,
Okay.
the ice cream
Okay.
Sunday zone. So they have some treats for you. Do you have a cheat day?
Yeah, we have a cheat.
And a happy ball for you.
Okay.
To remind yourself to be happy all the time.
Yes. Thank you so
Wherever
much. Thank you
required.
so.
So guys, I guess this is the story of the man who has accepted what life has thrown at him. I mean, the way he's come out of it. He's reminded of what discipline is, what purpose is, what grit is, and what it is to live every single day, reminding us of what life actually can be. I mean, irrespective of what it throws at you, it's the mindset, right? Like they say, your mindset either can probably be a palace or a prison. So the choice is always us. So may such souls be a reminder, be an inspiration for those dark days that we might be looking for some light, or the ones who are already looking at light. May that add more fuel to the fire that is already there. And until next time, I don't know from which part of Bangalore, which part of India, which part of the world you have seen us today. Thank you so much for your time. And also in the comment section, do let us know as to whom would you like to see on this hot seat. Until next time, continue to stay curious. Remember, live life with honesty, live life with a purpose and fulfillment. I think the rest will anyways fall in place, and it's okay to fail. Remember to get up and continue the journey gracefully with a smile. Take care, you guys. Thank you so much, Anuj.
Thank you so much, Rashmi, for having me over here. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.